We had gotten a call for a stroke patient at Bozeman that needed to go to Salt Lake for possible thrombectomy.
My neighbor came over and said Bill had a massive stroke and he was going to Salt Lake. And I said, oh, my life has changed.
And I just said, be brave, and Mom and I will be there as soon as we can.
When we take a patient, we provide care from the bedside here at Bozeman Health all the way through to the ER, the emergency department at the University of Utah. After landing at Salt Lake City, we did see some slight deteriorations in Piper's father, and those were concerning.
When patients are within 6 hours of symptom onset and they have a large vessel occlusion, we don't have to get any further imaging such as CT perfusion imaging. We just go by a non-contrast head CT and something called an aspect score. And the aspect score shows us which area of brain has already been irreversibly damaged. So if someone has a favorable aspect score, like Bill did, then we immediately take them for thrombectomy without doing any further imaging. The devices that we use are called stent retrievers, and they have a very high perfusion rate.
A neurosurgeon or a neuroradiologist can use a catheter. They go in the groin and take that catheter up and then pull the clot back down.
When thinking about what percentage of thrombectomies are successful, it actually is a very high rate. Unfortunately, we still have that 10 to 20% of patients where we're just unsuccessful in getting the clot out.
It's hard to predict the outcome with any definitive accuracy. What you have is time from symptom onset to management, in this case IV TPA followed by thrombectomy. When a blood vessel is blocked, there's smaller collateral blood vessels that can actually feed down deeper, and based on age, medical history, and lifestyle choices, you can either have more developed or less well-developed collaterals, and so the better the collaterals, oftentimes the better the outcome.
He was a slam dunk case, like everything lined up so perfectly. I kind of got this rush of adrenaline, like we're gonna do this, we're gonna make this happen, and he's gonna be this poster child for thrombectomy. As we were driving down, I was getting some updates from the team in Salt Lake. When we were in West Yellowstone, I got a call from the neurologist that they had done 13 passes on his clot, and they weren't able to get the clot, and the thrombectomy was unsuccessful. I was devastated. And my mom said, well, what does that mean? She had no clue. And I just remember being so disappointed and kind of hitting the steering wheel, and then having to explain to my mom why that was everything. As soon as she said the thrombectomy wasn't successful, I just had this flash of a life of therapies and complications and ups and downs and difficulty and changing of the entire lifestyle, and I was just so downtrodden about it. And I think my mom, finally got it probably the day that he came home. Due to COVID, we weren't able to see him for 3 days.
We didn't know how he would be.
I guess after his procedure, they expect a lot of brain swelling.
His voice was barely audible. He didn't look great, obviously.
I didn't know if he was gonna be left with what I saw him in the hospital or if he was gonna be much worse.